Nivesh, which is of course the investor well, it's essentially an event, it's an initiative by ET now as well as Amphi to encourage retail investors to come out and invest at least one day's income. But the truth is that while India has grown phenomenally over the last couple of decades, not all Indians have been able to be a part of this growth. But it's never too late. That's what we at Nivesh are trying to essentially do, get the common man as well to be a part of the Indian growth story. At the launch of this initiative, Nikunj Dalmia was in conversation with the management of some of the top wealth-creating companies in India.
A mutual fund document often says that past performance is no guarantee of future returns. But when it comes to the performance of corporate India, some of the wealth creators, well, the past performance is an indication of future wealth creation. While we are making a strong case that India, which is a country of savers, India now has to become a country of investors. It's a very small initiative, but it's an initiative which I guess is the need of the hour. Indians, they love to save, but they unfortunately save in real estate and gold. And we've seen that that really may not be the most efficient way in the future at a time when inflation dynamics are changing.
Well, I won't say real estate is not a good form of investment. I think it is. But leaving aside that for a moment, I do completely agree that mutual funds is really, truly the best form for a retail investor to invest money, because you just don't have the wherewithal of knowing, of tracking companies. Individual investments are very difficult, and the long-term equities will always give you a good return, other than real estate.
Dinesh, for an average Indian saver, the large part of the allocation always is with fixed deposits. But do you think it's high time it should change now? And in this kind of an environment, when we see that markets are opening up, it's easy to invest into mutual funds. It's very simple, take a pledge, and then ET Now and Amphi would help you. You think large part of saving now should migrate into investment? Whatever could be the instrument, that's separate. But I think Indian saver should now convert into an Indian investor.
I fully agree with your point that India has been a country of savers all these years. But what has happened is that considering the low risk appetite, people have normally confined themselves to the coupon rate product. They were not at all willing to have any kind of uncertainty as far as their financial savings were concerned. If we really trace the reasons for that, because there was hardly any, there is no social security per se. So whatever savings are there, people want to ensure that it remains secure. But of late, what has happened is, particularly when the low rate interest regime was there, we have actually seen a significant growth in the mutual fund industry. Mutual fund, or for that matter, market product became a very attractive investment class, as an investment alternate for them. It's a positivity for the product as of now. Now it's a time when the interest rate cycle is reversing. It's moving on the increasing side. So that is a point of time when we, as an industry, mutual fund industry, will have to ensure that they will have to do the handholding of these first-time investors, so that their confidence does not get eroded. This initiative which Amphi has taken in terms of Jan Nivesh is a very big initiative, and I think eventually in the Indian economy, equity is something which is very scarce, particularly with the corporates. This initiative can go a long way in terms of ensuring that the first generation entrepreneurs, they get the whole lot of equity which is required, which is the need of the hour if at all this country has to grow.